In this episode of Misbehaving, we are talking all things MS symptoms. We are literally taking the piss. Stay tuned for that story. And most excitingly, we have a superstar guest joining us all the way from about 1.5 meters away from me. So stick around and come misbehave with us on Misbehaving.
Welcome to the Misbehaving Podcast with your hosts, Sam Smith and Emily Howard. Get ready. It's time to start misbehaving.
Hello and welcome back to Misbehaving. I am Sam Smith, and today misbehaving with me, as usual, is the wonderful Emily Howard. Hello, Emily.
Woohoo! I'm here.
And oh my gosh, Emily, it's what an exciting episode. Not only are we talking about MS and the wonderful symptoms that come along with it, wonderful in weird quotation marks, but we have a guest. An amazing guest, and we have got a fantastic top 10. If you are into numbers, you are going to love this top 10. But first of all, this wonderful guest, she is the biggest fundraiser that MS Auckland had for Round the Bays, which happened this weekend. She is fantastic. Please go wild and crazy and welcome Anu Dravid.
Yay!
I feel like that wasn't wild and crazy enough to rep you.
It's okay, we can add it in.
Or add it in post. Yeah, nice.
Like canned laughter.
Yeah.
At the end.
Very good. Lovely to have you here, Anu.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, we've wanted you here for a long time, and we made it happen.
You were our first choice to host this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We were second and third. Emily second, me third. So
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I had the same idea, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so we got to talk about Round the Bays because Sam wasn't there because he was overdoing his Spam-a-lot dancing and musical
cool.
stuff.
Thank you. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stick with that.
But I'm going to fill you in, Sam, because you weren't there.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, it was a gorgeous day out there. It was really, really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And as somebody who this is my first experience of Round the Bays, I had no clue what to expect.
So, of course, Round the Bays is a thing in Auckland that's been held for many, many, many years. It's when you walk from the centre of town-ish round all the bays around the
East Coast bits, yeah.
I went, in my mind, East Coast Bays is the North Shore up here, but you're absolutely right. It's the East Coast Bays round to
St. Heliers, Kohimarama, I think.
Yeah. Right all the way around to Kohi. It's a wonderful walk, not just people with MS. It's open to everyone, and it's a fantastic event, and lots and lots and lots of people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people there.
I couldn't fathom how many people, because I'll tell you really quickly. So we knew there were going to be road closures. We volunteered to be at the MS Auckland tent. So when the people were done with the event, they would come through the tent, and we were going to host folks and celebrate people who brought in all this money, like Anu.
Yeah. Hero.
And so we were trying to figure out what the best thing to do. The first thing they said, go park in Britomart. And so we drove to Britomart, believe it or not.
That's the start of
we
Round
did the
the
same
Bays.
thing.
Yeah, we went to Britomart. That place was like, it was like Ed Sheeran was at Spark Arena or something, and everyone wanted to wear their spandex. That's what it really looked like that whole day. So we got down there, and I was like, oh shit, no, we cannot park here. Try to get on a bus and get all the way back there and then come. So we went back route. Tried to find some street parking. Luckily, we did. But there were thousands of people.
So did you guys do the walk?
No.
Oh,
Do I look like I do the walk?
I mean, I don't look like I do the walk, but this is, I have done Round the Bays now 4 times.
Yeah.
I haven't done it for the last 3 years, but 3 years ago when I did it, I ran it every other time.
Wow.
And it was a really nice run. And this was the best weather that I've had when I've done it.
Yeah, right. I did it 2
worst.
years ago, and it was a stunning day, and it was it was
This
really
was
lovely.
like the best and worst thing, though. I think that it was such a nice day because it was like so hot, and when we got there was like 600 people trying to catch shuttles back.
Yeah.
And nobody in my group was keen to wait for the shuttles, so we ended up walking halfway back, and halfway back I was like,
No.
I was like, nah. I was like, I signed up for an 8K walk, but I did not sign up for a 10K walk.
Yeah.
And I was like, my body was like, knew exactly what it was prepared for, because after I hit the 8, 9K mark, I just started getting like tingly feelings in my legs. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, like I have MS. Like I forgot about this completely. Like
Yeah.
and the whole walk, I just pretended I was like all good. It was super chill. And then that happened, and I was like, nah, this is not a bit of me right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not cut out for this right now.
The time I did it 2 years ago, I remember thinking, oh, this is just it's just a stroll. I can walk for a long time. So I did it, and yeah, maybe the last K or so, my hips were very sore.
Yep.
Well, and one of your friends, sorry, I forgot his name. He was telling us how he basically had to parkour himself through the crowd because he was late.
Yeah, Salah, I think.
Salah, yes, that's
he was going in the running group, but he's one of those people who's consistently late, but
Amazing.
we love him, so we are happy to put up with it. And he showed up late for his own event, so he ended up starting with the jogging group and then tried to catch up with the running group. I don't even
in
know
his
if that,
orange tutu. No
I
less.
know. It
Oh,
was lovely.
good,
It was actually really
It
nice.
was so amazing.
That was like, I was really smitten by this actually, because so many, like, my boyfriend came, my friends came, my mum actually showed up, and some of my family members who were in Wellington, they were thinking of coming up to Auckland anyway.
That's a long way to walk.
I know, right? It's a trek. They came up to Auckland actually just to do Round the Bays here, because they'd done it in Wellington as well. And they were like, oh, Anu's posting about it. She's raising money. Let's just go and support her too.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so I was really smitten. I had like a lot of people there just coming to support MS and like support me. And yeah, it's always nice. It's always weird fundraising, I think.
Yeah.
I guess I liked it this time because I thought of it like a game, and I was like, we have to win.
Yeah.
We absolutely have to raise the most money here.
Yeah.
But the last time I did it, I did the Face of MS campaign. And that was like that was a pretty weird thing for me to do. It was out of my comfort zone, I think. But
So how much did you earn
for
for MS Auckland?
2.1 or 2.2K, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
So
my
amazing.
gosh!
That's a
Because I
lot
think
of money.
overall it was 5,000.
We raised it as a group. So this was like me, Michael and Salah, and like all of my friends that came along for the walk, like Ian and Knuckle, and yeah, so like we raised it together, which was really nice.
That's
So-
amazing. Amazing. So I'll tell you, for those people who don't walk, like me, who have 2 bad ACL knees, I took the back
You're
road.
also a lot older than us.
Thanks. I love you too, asshole. At least I still have my vision.
Oh, hey, hey.
And so we got there, I got dropped off, and I started with this amazing volunteer. His name is Reggie. He has a restaurant in Parnell called Tambo.
Oh.
He came and did I thought we were going to do sausages on white
it was
bread.
beautiful. That's what I was expecting too.
Because we were like volunteered to barbecue. We show up. This dude comes with picana Brazilian steak sandwiches,
Gosh.
marinated chicken breasts with these nice pita breads.
It was glorious.
It was
The cheese was so nice.
everything. I mean, he looked at Todd and I, and he was like, "Could you just help make the sandwiches?" And he stood out there and barbecued for 2.5 hours.
Wow.
And we had so much food. It was so beautiful.
Yeah. He
And
was really lovely too.
He
is
did
such
all
a
of the
nice
food
athlete.
himself.
Yeah.
And he's only had his restaurant for 2 months. So I want everyone who's listening to this to go see Reggie at Tambo, because that man, his wife was diagnosed a year ago. She couldn't attend, and he stepped up and said he got all of his restaurant staff to help do the tomatoes and
Wow.
the lettuce and
Incredible.
slicing.
Yeah.
It made my heart grow 10 times bigger,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
and my stomach too.
Yeah.
So I got to give a big shout out to Reggie, because that was above and beyond.
And you can tell he's like his wife's biggest supporter. I
Absolutely.
love meeting people like this, because
lovely.
sometimes I think when you have MS, you often feel like I have to be my own best advocate. And then you meet someone like this and you're like, oh, it's so good that other people with MS have people like this in their corner.
Yeah.
Because he was just so willing. He was so knowledgeable about her. Like he was asking so many questions to me and like you guys as well. And you could tell he was taking all the information in.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm going to use this information later. And I was like, oh, this is really nice. Like
He was, and you can tell genuinely, he just loves her. You know,
Oh,
kind of like
so
Michael loves you, and Todd loves me, and Meg loves Sam. right? Like we all need those
Definitely.
people.
Yeah.
And not everyone has them. Not everyone has them. I have met people who their family say, "Oh, you're faking it," or
definitely.
and that's
it's
just
not validating at all.
No.
And it's nice because
It
I
is.
feel like because I talk to so many newly diagnosed people, I feel like I often do hear things like this, especially in the first few months or years that you're diagnosed. Like everyone in their life, not just you as a person with MS, is navigating life with MS. And
yeah.
some people react to it by like jumping in, learning a bunch of stuff, trying to educate themselves to help their partner better. And some people kind of shy away from it. And I feel like it's really nice when you see someone who's like straight off the bat is like, I want to learn more. I want to make your life better for us.
I got your back.
Yeah.
I got your back, ride or die, baby.
Yeah.
So shout out to Reggie. Round the Bays, amazing event. I cannot believe the amount of people. I hear it's been going for 30 years or something like that. It's some crazy. So I'm obviously not a Kiwi, but learning about this was just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
From when I did it a couple of years ago, there were people that raised money for MS Auckland who had no connection with MS. They were just like, I'm going to pick a cause, and those people are wearing orange, which is the brightest color, so
Exactly.
let's make some money for them.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
So it's so good to have you here, Anu. Like, I mean, I know you and I talked a few months ago and life gets in the way, but here we are today.
Yeah. Life happens.
So excited. And we're doing this, the sweat of our own backs, and to have another pair of hands, and I hope you'll come along again someday and chat with us, right?
Definitely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Because, the more the merrier, and people are going to get sick of Sam and I. So we need a little more lifeblood in here.
Yeah.
So Sam, what's our topic today?
Well, today, you kind of started talking about it before, I know, which is very good of you. I wanted to talk about MS symptoms, because I remember when I was diagnosed, the doctor said, hey, look, you're going to get these MS symptoms, and they're going to be little random things. Your foot's going to feel funny for a bit, and then it's going to come back to normal. Or you'll get some blurry vision for a bit, then it'll come back to normal. And so when that happens, I went, okay, cool, I'm going to keep an eye out for all these things.
Do you have an eye?
I got to keep one. I've got the one eye
okay,
now.
one. Okay, good.
Only one left.
One you got no spares.
I remember
one down, one to go.
when I got MS. My vision was great. It wasn't until a couple of years later that I went fully blind. And so I kept on saying like, man, my vision's great. I'm feeling on top of the world. I can't believe I'm so lucky. And then life came and kicked me in the face.
Or the nuts.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I face, but losing your eyesight, and you're so positive. I know I say that all the time, but like if I lost my eyesight, I couldn't be a comedian.
But I feel like it's like we'll always say stuff like that, but then like I've had friends who've been like, oh, like fuck, if I got MS, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just
out.
keep going.
Yeah,
You keep
true.
doing
You've
it.
got no other choice. So you just kind of you control what you can control, and you just go with it.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to talk about is what different symptoms did you guys get, and what were they what you expected them to be? Because I remember my first thing when they said you're going to have symptoms is I had the spot at the top of my left leg which was numb, and I was like, okay, cool. This is my symptom. I must have a lesion somewhere on my spinal cord. That means the feeling isn't getting
the dermatome. That's
Yeah, exactly right. And so I mentioned that to my neurologist, and she was like, okay. I was like, oh no, but it's numb. Like should I have an operation? Should I get medication?
Steroids? Do you need lots of steroids?
Yeah,
so wait, are you talking symptoms like from your like first relapse, or are you talking symptoms like day-to-day things that you experienced?
A bit of both.
Okay.
So my everyday symptoms are that my hands feel hot all the time, which is...
Does your wife say the same thing?
Oh, you've got really hot hands.
Ooh.
People are like, oh, wow, look at your sweaty hands.
Yeah, I was going to say, are they also sweaty, or are they just...
Ew.
No, they're
Okay,
not. They just feel hot to me, which is quite nice during winter, because it means that you can just go out wearing a T-shirt.
But it also means you could get...
frostbite.
Yeah,
Exactly
without knowing
right.
it.
Yeah. In fact, during winter, it's quite nice because it sort of levels up the things. I feel quite normal. I remember I went to see The Revenant. I'm not sure if you've seen it. It's Leonardo DiCaprio. I think he gets fucked by a bear at one stage, which is quite funny. And
Are
he,
you kidding me?
it's-
I've never seen this movie. He gets fucked by a
oh no, he gets attacked by a bear.
Oh,
But there was a lot of jokes
Okay.
about it at the
Oh.
time.
I was gonna say, I was like, whoa,
Whoa,
we
did you
watched
miss the
same-
extended version,
Like,
or
that's crazy?
So I watched it in an outdoor theatre, and I remember feeling I'd just been diagnosed. I'd just become a dad. It was sort of our first date that Meg and I went on since becoming parents. And we went to this outdoor theatre, and I remember just being at this moment being like, oh my gosh, my hands don't feel hot at the moment. They feel normal. This is amazing. And then I realized it's because it was freezing and I was
It was
really
so
cold.
So you're the guy who we asked to like go into the chili bin and
Oh,
like
yeah, please.
suss out all the stuff.
Please let
To
me
go
do
like put your hand in the ice bag to get
Yeah.
ice because like my hand always goes really numb when I'm.
So happy to do that for everyone.
Okay, so you have hot hands.
Yeah,
so
I'm a
that's
hot
your
hand.
nickname.
I'm on
Hot hand Sam.
Hot hand Sam.
Okay.
And the other two things that I had when I first knew something was wrong is I had a thing called Lemets that apparently lots of people with MS have.
Wait. Say that slower.
Lemets. It's named after someone, I think. It's Lemets syndrome, and it's when
Okay.
you look down your head, you get this like fuzzy tingle up your spine.
Oh.
And it's really like kind of like a mini electric shock. And I still kind of feel it.
Are you sure that's not you looking down at your and then going, I can't believe it's so small?
What is this?
I don't know.
You know I
Roast
can't see
Sam.
that far. I don't know how.
Fair enough.
I was like,
fair
this
enough,
is like
fair
Sam's roast, but he didn't know he was showing up.
So yes, Lemets is something
Okay,
that lots of people
okay.
have, and they often use it to diagnose MS.
Yeah, I had that.
You had it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I've never.
I still have it now sometimes. Like
Yeah.
if I'm quite tired or something and I like, or just a bit fatigued and I like look down, I'll feel like the electric shock like up my spine usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had that, Em?
No, I have something different, and I honestly don't know if it's MS related, but when I put my neck backward, like lean all the way back,
Mhm.
the room starts spinning.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really common.
And is it? Because I
Yeah.
thought maybe it was a vertebrae problem.
No, it's a vertigo. It's like a type of vertigo
Yeah.
that you get, which is like really common with MS as well. Because it's like with MS you have like altered proprioception, so it's really hard for like the calcium crystals in your inner ear to change direction when you change direction.
This is all the
So-
balance thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like affect
that's
your balance.
mine. I'm the other way.
I get that. Like when I'm walking, I have to look at where I'm about to take my next step. Because if I don't, so if I'm out and I go for a beautiful walk and I want to look at the sky, I often will like hold on to a tree or something. Because if I do that, my whole body starts swaying with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll look up and then I'm like, everything starts spinning around.
That's funny. Not funny. Sorry.
That's
Not
pretty funny.
Haha. But I'm the same way. But I didn't realize it because I've been that way for years.
Wow.
Going. I always blamed it on my bad knees. Like, oh, I need to watch where I'm stepping. But understanding. Hindsight is 20/20,
Mhm.
except for you.
I presume you pointed at me then. I don't
I
know.
think so. But hindsight 20/20, I kind of look back and go, maybe there's something, especially when I put my neck back and I start to vertigo. It's like,
Mhm.
what the hell?
Yeah. Do
So-
you guys ever have a thing where like when you're walking on stairs, this is such a weird one, but when I'm walking on stairs, sometimes if I look down at the stairs, they look like an optical illusion almost. Because there's like too many lines and things. It's like the same with tiles and stuff. Like
Kind of like this room, because when you look at those lines, oh my God.
absolutely. Like it like hurts for me to differentiate between patterns like that.
I get the same thing walking through the park at a certain time of day when you see grass and just it all looks like fuzzy and like this weird sort of blobby amorphous thing. And it's, it gives me a little bit of the disease, but yeah, wow.
Hmm.
Isn't-
Okay,
Isn't
so-
this fun? Oh, the one other symptom
what's your other
that I get that a lot of people get, it's called the MS hug. And it's like you're wearing a seatbelt all the time and it just sort of holds you. And it's when people get MS to start off with, it's sort of a big thing. And then slowly over time, it's decreased. It's maybe still a little bit there. And it's, very common
Yeah.
thing.
I don't have the hug.
Mm.
I don't have the hug. Do you?
Yes. I haven't actually had it much for the last few years, but in the first 5 years I was diagnosed, I had like it wasn't like a pain, it was like a discomfort in
Yeah.
my chest where there was like tightness around like the top of my ribs and my lungs. And I couldn't describe it very well. And yeah, then I remember going to the neurologist and saying like, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, this is a really common symptom.
Yeah, everyone has it.
Is it different than anxiety though? Like when you have a panic
Definitely
attack?
different.
Is it?
Definitely
Oh,
different.
okay.
Because I feel like with panic attacks, you can actually feel pain and you feel like almost like obstruction of breathing and things like that. Whereas I didn't have that. I could still breathe and things. But the one thing I felt was that my chest wouldn't rise as much. It would be harder for my chest to rise when I was taking like a really deep breath.
Yeah.
As compared to without, I guess, when I
Wow.
didn't have it.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
How often do you guys get these hugs?
It was a constant thing for me. It was just there the whole time for those, maybe the first 5 years.
Yeah, I would agree. I
4 or
think
5
for the
years?
first 5 years, I actually had it quite consistently.
Yeah.
And then over time, it's hard to tell with symptoms. You're like, did it go away or did I just adapt?
Get used to it. Yeah,
like
exactly.
my tolerance for it has raised so much that I'm like, oh, it's just another thing.
Yeah.
Like now I just work my life around these symptoms. But I don't think I have experienced it really for quite a few years now. Like,
So we're all frogs in hot water and they're just turning up the heat
Exactly
on
right.
us, right? Yeah. Okay.
I remember with my MS hug, it would sort of go from my right shoulder down to my left hip. And
also
so
really like a seatbelt.
so I would often wear my satchel the opposite way to balance it off. So it felt like I was sort of being
So
quite
you were
nice and contained.
Chewbacca.
I was Chewbacca. That's a very, very good reference.
For those of you who don't know, that's called Star Wars.
Also, if you don't know what Star Wars is,
Don't listen to this
yeah,
I was just
podcast.
you
gonna
were
say,
not
stop
for us.
listening.
Yeah. You need to go and educate yourself.
That's
Like,
right.
pause this right now.
Right now, go watch episode 5,
Just
best one. Sorry, I have an opinion.
I would say start with 4, though. You
Okay,
probably know
start
what to
with
set up.
4, but yeah.
I love Star Wars. And
But who in this room has a Star Wars tattoo?
oh no, I'm not a tattoo. Do we have a sound engineer with their hand up? Do you have one, Em? What do you?
I do.
Let's get. Oh, we've got to guess. We've got to guess. What would
Oh,
you get?
What would I have?
Who would? Oh, no.
It's not even visible right now.
Okay.
So
Okay, I was going to say you have both moons of Eldaron, both sons of.
no, those are
And I wanna say
boobs.
tattoo.
That's
Oh, right.
the twin sons. Yeah. At least that's what Todd calls them. Anyway. No.
Just airing you out.
I'm trying to judge you by the.
Oh yeah, judge me. Go for it, baby.
Have you got an Ewok? An Ewok on your butt?
No, I get waxed.
I would love that tattoo, actually.
Yeah.
That would be super cool.
Cute.
Yeah. What else?
Very-
Next one?
Yeah, we're doing a Darth Vader on the inside of your eyelids.
No.
I'm doing.
Okay, you get one more chance
Oh,
because we got to go back to Anu.
We do. This is a fun game.
Guess the tattoo.
Well, I know. You've got a full chest tattoo of Jar Jar Binks.
No, it started as Jar Jar, but it ended up Jabba
All right.
as I gained weight. No, you lose. You lose this one, dude.
Oh, okay.
I have a rebel insignia tattoo on the back of my neck.
Oh, right. On the
Michael-
back of your neck. Wow. Very cool.
There you
Very
go.
cool.
Yep, and I
Very
got that
nice.
2007.
So at the height.
18.
So,
Huh?
18 years.
Yeah.
so like you watched the prequels and were like, yeah, man, this is really locks
fuck
in my.
off. Fuck off.
One of the things with Star Wars, I love Star Wars and I like all of them. When the prequels came out, I really enjoyed them. And then people started hating on the prequels. And then the new movies had come out and everyone's now like, hey, the prequels were okay. And
Yeah.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
always like to hate on
Yeah.
new things.
I
so
think
you-
all of them have been amazing.
Yeah, it's just like an appeal to nature. Do you know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
you're like, oh, the old ones are so much better.
Yeah.
Keep it that way.
But it's also like you don't want anyone liking the thing that you already liked because you were OG.
and you're like, I liked it first.
I liked it first,
Yeah.
you know, and like
I actually
was
liked it before
alive
it
in
even came out.
1977, by the way. I don't know if anyone else in this room, except for that guy over there, was alive in 1977.
I'm 85.
I saw episode 5 in the theater.
Oh, really?
There you go, baby.
That came out in 1981.
There you go. Anyway,
That's cool.
so we're going to move back to symptoms
Mhm.
with Anu because I don't know much about your history.
Mhm.
I know some things, but I'd really like to hear, how did you become a misfit? That's, by the way, our nickname for people with MS. We're misfits.
Oh, I like that. got diagnosed when I was 17. I used to work in hospitality because I finished school when I was 16.
Overachiever.
I actually dropped out, but I had my NCEA. So technically it's not dropping out because I could have gone to uni, but I didn't want to. So I was working at Burger Fuel, and then over the
Do you still get a discount?
if I go to the Lincoln Road one, probably.
Should we go there straight after this?
Let's do it. Yeah, let's go.
We probably could. But it was like actually 10 years ago now, which is weird to say. But over the course of a week, I started feeling like with every day that passed, I had drank maybe 2 glasses of wine more. So on the first day, it's like 2 glasses of wine. Second day, I looked like I drank 4 glasses of wine. Third day, 6 glasses, and so forth. And then by the end of the week, my parents were like, what is wrong with you? And I was like stumbling, like literally would hit walls and stuff, and was like, I don't know, guys, I just haven't slept, and would just constantly make up an excuse for what was happening. But it was hard. I didn't really think about the symptoms. I had never really been sick. So I never thought about having an illness or something serious being wrong with me. But yeah, I always describe it as like, how do you feel if you drank like 2 bottles of wine? Like, that's how I looked when I showed up to the hospital when I first got diagnosed.
I'm ready to dance at that point. Were you dancing in the ER?
No, like it's like I drank 2 bottles of wine really fast, like 20 minutes. Like scaled them back or something.
I don't know.
You know when you get so drunk that you can't see straight with one eye, so you cover the other eye to see straight. I was doing that for like 4 days at work, and I just was like, oh, what's wrong with me? You're so stupid, Anu. Like, you need to sleep earlier. And I was like, looking back on it, I'm like, what the hell? Like, that's ridiculous. You were going blind.
So you were a pirate.
Yeah. I was like, literally, I'd walk around with like one eye closed all the time.
My God.
And yeah, so over the course of the week, I started developing symptoms like I started losing feeling off the left side of my face. It started dragging down. That was actually the symptom that caused my stepdad to be like, he was like, get in the car, we're going to the hospital.
Good.
Because I was eating food, and then I just looked up and all this food just fell out of my mouth, and I didn't even realize. And there was like burning hot soup on me, and I didn't feel it.
Yeah.
And I just looked at them like, why are you guys staring at me right now? And yeah, I couldn't walk straight. I had a few falls at work, and I was working at like 10 o'clock in the morning. My boss came up to me like, are you drunk right now, Anu? Like, are you hungover or something? And I was like, why would you say that to me? I was so offended. And I was holding 2 trays. I walked outside the door to serve some people outside the restaurant. I just walked straight into a glass door. Like, it was like an animation. Like, I flipped 2 trays back. Everything flew on walls behind me. And I just was like so embarrassed that it happened. But the second or third time it happened in one day, they were like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, nothing, leave me alone, stop staring at me. I was like, why are you micromanaging me? And then on the third day, I was like, nah, like I got a call in sick to work. And then, yeah, so I had all these symptoms kind of building over the space of this time. And then I went to the hospital, took a long time to get diagnosed because the public health system is a whole other issue.
Not for this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole, jar of worms, it's the thing. And then after that, I didn't really get much information on what kind of symptoms I would experience. Yeah, the neurologist was really vague about it, but then day to day in my life, I did start to experience a lot of symptoms that kind of affected my motor ability in my hands. I have not the same coordination I had. I used to play a lot of instruments before I got diagnosed, and I played like competitive tennis. I did gymnastics growing up, and I can't really do most of those things, especially not to the level that I did them when I was growing up. Because I have I know how to do it in my head, but to get my hands to do the action is like, there's a massive disconnect, like it's like a severed connection almost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like a lot of my symptoms, I think, started off as like coordination issues in my hand, balance issues. So, like, I'm sure you guys get this, but when your balance is first affected, you get quite scared of falling because you've never been so unsure of your body. I had never in my life been unsure of every step I took. But after that, I was scared to go for a run because I was like, oh, if I fall, how am I going to get back up?
Yeah.
So every step I took, I was really wary of it because I was quite off balance for a long time. Like I said, all of my symptoms can be put down to looking drunk.
Yeah.
I looked intoxicated constantly.
Yeah.
I wish I was. It would have actually probably been better for me. I would have had more fun along the way. But I was just sober as going through it, having really bad balance. A few times I've been kicked out of bars nearly.
For that.
They wouldn't serve you because
Yeah, I
you
had
looked already
I
drunk.
used to have a card in my wallet that said, I'm not drunk, I have MS.
So do you have any current symptoms, or what about, how do you know when you're maybe having a relapse?
So I actually have not had a relapse in a really long time. I've been pretty lucky.
Hey,
I've had a few,
Yay.
thank you. I've had a few lesions that have kind of like, inevitably kind of developed, which just happens. But overall, like I've had a really stable MS. Like all of
Good.
my MRIs are good. I'm on Ocrevus, so I'm really lucky. I think I was one of the first people in New Zealand to start Ocrevus because I received it in the States for quite a few years before it was funded in New Zealand.
Right.
So yeah, I've been really lucky. I've been able to find really good interventions that have been really timely for me. So yeah, I haven't had any relapses since then. But for the first few years, I had about 5 or 6 relapses. And I was on medications consistently, but I had relapses on the medications as well.
Mhm.
And I think now a big problem for me now that I'm on Ocrevus is realizing the difference between fatigue and tiredness and understanding how fatigue affects me, because I definitely have always been the kind of person who has a social battery that runs out pretty fast. And when my social battery runs out, I am kind of like dead to the world for a few days. I think it's realizing now that I have MS that's amplified like crazy. Like I come home and I'm pretty much like I'm just dead. Like I'm tired. I just want to lie down. Like I need to rest and turn my brain off a bit. Not the kind of tired where you're like, oh, I need to recharge. I'm like the kind of tired where I'm like, turn off all the lights and put on my eye mask.
Yeah.
No, I love this, Anu, and I love this because I'm very so. Look, I think we might be. Yeah, we have a snoring dog in the room, by the way.
I thought it was Todd.
It's not Michael. It's not Todd. It's the dog. No, I'm so happy to hear this because I feel. I guess maybe we've got a 20-year difference of similar behavior because I'm an extrovert, but I only have so much energy for people. And when I get to that end, like I would come home from work when I had, teams of 60 people reporting to me and, always in meetings. I'd come home and my family's like, oh, what'd you do today? I'm like, don't talk to me.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
done.
I
I'm
find
done.
like even when I was younger, I've always been quite a like high masking individual in a good way. Like I've found it's really served me like in my life because I've known how to like present myself right in the right situation. But as I've grown older, I think it's been really nice for me, like especially like since I've been going out with Michael, I find I'm in a really comfortable place where I can come home and kind of like drop my face a bit because I'm really used to keeping my face in a smile and like talking a certain way and doing things a certain way. And with MS, that's just really hard to keep up all the time,
Yeah.
especially with work, like I'm like, we're not mates, like the people I work with, but I'm like, we're not, like I still like you and I like to talk to you, but I have to put a face on. I can't really show you all the time how I am because
I love the idea that your colleagues are listening to this and being like, oh,
She doesn't really like us.
I don't think they'd be surprised. It's happened so many times. So when I'm at work, I'll talk to like Michael or my flatmate or something on the phone, and they'll be like, "Oh, you talk so differently when you're talking to them to us." And they're like, "Are you angry at your boyfriend or something?" And I'm like, "No, I just feel like I didn't have to.
don't need to try with
I
it.
don't need to like put on a face to have this conversation. He's not going to be offended if I am just talking." Like a lot of people I know will be like, oh, you talk quite monotonously. Like that's something that I got a lot when I was younger. So I've like tried really hard to put affect into my voice. But when you've got MS, I'm like, even that is like a mission to keep up all the time.
Yeah.
So I find you have like my battery is something I'm very mindful of. That's one of my biggest symptoms is like running out of battery and burning out quickly. So I'm very mindful of that.
That is my probably biggest symptom. I started with ocular neuritis.
Optic neuritis?
Optic, that's it. Ocular maybe too.
Same
thing, yeah. Optic neuritis. And that was my, diagnosis symptom. But I find that it's never come back. It's only happened the once, but I'm on Tech Federa.
Tecfidera, nice.
Yep. But it's the battery, and it just, when it wears down, it doesn't come back for a few days.
Absolutely.
So you just have to keep, remember in the 80s and 90s, probably not, but 2000s, when you'd have these rechargeable batteries, but they only lasted for a while and you had to get new rechargeable batteries. That's what it feels like all the time. We're not nickel cadmium, baby. We don't have these lithium,
This is the only podcast brave enough to talk about cadmium.
Yeah. But nowadays, I mean,
built different these days.
Yeah, we are built different.
Yeah.
You guys just don't even understand those days. Or having to buy C batteries for your boom box when you were going out to the pool, and they were like $40 and you couldn't play never mind, I'm going down a rabbit hole.
4D batteries to run your boom.
I needed 6 C's and I only got about 4 or 5 cassette tapes out of that.
I actually don't understand any of this. Like, I literally don't even get the context. Like,
I'm done. I'm done here. No, my symptom
really
is generational, apparently.
Anu, how old are you?
I'm 27 now. I've had MS since 3 weeks before my 18th birthday.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. But I was actually
You might have had it before then.
I'm not sure, maybe. But I was going to say to you that I think when you say like about the age difference, I think that's really funny because one of the first things that even like implored me to make friends with people that had MS and go into a community of people with MS is my neurologist connected me with another lady who has MS, Debbie. And the reason that she connected us both is because Debbie wanted to come onto my drug and she wanted to talk to someone who had been on it. And Debbie and I caught up. She was one of the first people I ever spoke to with MS. We just got a coffee together. We found out that her kid is the same age as me. We went to schools like down the road from each other, so we had friends in common and stuff. But we didn't know each other. She's exactly the same age as my mum. And Debbie and I are like really, really close friends. Like Debbie and I will always be friends. And if I have ever met anyone I've never met anyone who has such a similar disease to me. I had met a couple of other people with MS during my life who were around my age, maybe a bit older. Their diseases were so different to mine. They had less aggressive diseases as well. They were going like sweet as they lived their lives never thinking about having MS. Debbie was like navigating a life with really similar symptoms to me. She had a really similar onset to me. She'd been through a course of different drugs. And the thing that we related on the most was that our journey with MS was really similar. And it was really, I mean, over the years now, when I reflect on it, I'm so lucky that I've made friends from like numerous different walks of life. Because I never, in what world could Debbie and I have been such close friends? We never would have had the chance to meet and be friends.
Right. And you and I can be friends now because we both have small batteries.
Yes, absolutely. We can
and I'm going to take it one step further. I also have small bladder problems.
I was actually just going to say that. That's what you reminded me of when you said small bladder.
I have to pee.
Oh, do you want to go and do that while I tell my story about...
Yeah, I don't want to hear your story.
So when I got diagnosed with MS while I worked at Jono and Ben, and I used to do the stand-in thing for Jono. I would sit in his chair and I would read his lines out while the cameraman practiced all the things, so we could make sure that the jokes were working and that they were good. And one day, this was maybe a week after I had had my first symptoms, and I'd come back and I was sitting there, reading through these lines, and all of a sudden I started peeing and I could not stop. And I was being filmed at the time. I had to be like, this is weird, but I'm peeing and I can't stop. I think it might be related to the fact I was diagnosed with MS last week.
Oh.
So I might go home.
Yeah, that is it's so weird because I'm just it's one of those connection bits. That's why we're here, right? But Anu, I've had a baby. I'm an older woman. Like, I thought it was just normal, but then it's like, no, I've had this for a very long time, and I just and men have it. I didn't think men even experience that. Oh, God, get out of my way.
Yeah.
Like, that's just so typical of me. I mean, the whole family knows doors are open. She's going to the bathroom. Yeah. Everyone move the road.
I make a thing of, like, if I'm taking the bus home, I will go to the bathroom before I catch the bus.
Definitely.
Like I do with my children.
You get good habits.
Yeah. You do.
Have you gone to the bathroom yet?
Yeah.
Filled up your water bottle?
Yeah.
But what's frustrating is it's just like,
I think one of the things that I remember when I first got diagnosed, I just couldn't feel like my pelvic area very
Yes.
well. Like it was
Yeah.
constant
Yeah.
tingling. And I remember being in a friend's car and us just being like at a beach or something and me sitting in the front seat. And it was my first time meeting my friend's friend and he was driving the car. And I said to my friend in the back seat when the driver got out, I was like, hey, I think I've peed myself. And he was like, what? And I was like, no, like, I swear I have. Like, I feel so damp under my seat. It felt like when you get contrast in an MRI or something, you know?
Exactly. I was
And-
just thinking that
Oh,
contrast.
relatable.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
MRI.
just this moment
feeling.
where you've talked about contrast and we've all gone, yes,
Yeah.
that's great.
Everyone
this is why we
knows
do
that
this, isn't it?
feeling of like the gadolinium. It's horrible. And they always say you're going to feel like you peed yourself and you're like, no, I won't. And then it happens. You're like, no, I definitely have.
Yeah.
I definitely have.
Yeah.
But I turned around to my mate and was like, I've definitely just peed in your friend's car who I just met today. I was freaking out. And then his friend came back from the bathroom and I was like, hey, look, like, I got to tell you something. My friend's laughing in the back seat. And I was like, this is not funny. I was like, I can never see this person again. I was like 19 or something. And I said something to him and I was like, hey, I went to say something. And he was like, oh, just by the way, he had like a convertible car. And he was like, just by the way, there's a leak in the roof. Sorry if your seat was wet.
Oh,
I was like, oh, like when I got in. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, all good. Don't worry about it. I was like, yeah, it's a bit annoying.
that's
actually.
good because I flooded the back seat with urine as well.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
now it's rinsing.
yeah, I was like, in my head, I was like, okay, it must not be me. And then I literally jumped out and we were by a beach. So I ran to like the public bathroom and quite literally was like, is it? I'm like,
I
is
know.
there
Did
pee
you
on
take
me?
your hands,
Yeah,
your
like
pants and try
everything.
to smell?
Every single thing. No, like I was literally because I was wearing jeans or something.
Yeah.
So I remember just looking at my jeans to see if they're wet. Nothing's wet. Nothing happened.
Nothing.
And I was like, oh, sweet as. Like, but I was like freaking out about it because I just couldn't feel it
Yeah.
so much of the time. So like I remember a couple of times like I was actually like, it was a genuine fear of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't feel it. And it's like, even when I would go to the bathroom to pee, I'd be like, did I even just pee?
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels different.
It feels so strange. And the thing is, as someone who has done that thing whilst being filmed and lots of people knew about it, I was so paranoid that everyone was like talking about it. And
Well, they will be now.
and they,
Yeah.
well, they're welcome to because I don't give a shit anymore. But
but you give a piss.
I do give a piss. But I when I went back to work and talked to people about it, and sort of, I think I did stand up about it at one
I was
point.
going to say,
that's
you're in the
good.
best crowd for
Yeah.
it, to be honest.
And and they were like, and I was like, you know, I got concerned that people were talking about it all the time. And it was Eli Mathewson, the comedian. He was like, "No, man, we were just concerned for you. We just hoped you were all right. We didn't.
Yeah. Was he
No.
having a stroke or yeah.
Just want to make sure that you were doing
You're
it
healthy.
fine."
I think
And
a lot of people with MS have had that one. Are you having a stroke?
Yeah.
that's exactly what I thought when I first
Same.
got it. But the thing about it is that everyone is looking out for you. There's no need to be
Oh.
embarrassed about this.
No.
You will be, but it's not as bad as you think. No matter
No.
what happens. Really,
It's happened so many times for me where it's like, oh,
I purposely shit in public
I'm
now and use it as
home.
an excuse.
I'm home. I didn't make it. Time to fire up the washing machine.
Oh no, do you know what? That's so funny. Even at my old flats, I used to I'd run home from the bus from uni because I needed to pee so bad. And I'd get to the point where I was like, oh no, I can't hold it. So I would just squat down on the ground, not pee, just squat. And people would come home from work, they'd walk through the front door and they'd just see me on the ground and they'd be like, really need to pee, huh? And I was like, yep. And I'd just wait for like 5-10 minutes until the feeling passed and then I'd sprint inside to the bathroom. But almost every single day you'd see me squatting at the front door because I needed to pee so bad.
I know, and you
That I
have
was
to
like,
give
I'm not-
yourself a pep talk.
And I was like, I'm not
hold
gonna
it.
make
You got
it.
this. You got this.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm like, I'm not going to make it from the door to the bathroom, which is like a 4-meter walk in my Mount Eden flat.
Yeah.
So I just like squat outside.
I
was
know.
like, no.
I have a pee coach in my head going, come on, you can do this.
Yeah.
You can do this. Squeeze it, baby.
That just
Yeah.
reminded me of like a pep talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like a pee talk.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Only
a-
1
it-
liter difference.
It's a peppy
Yeah.
pee talk. Like Peppy the pig?
Pepe Le Pew.
No.
Peppa Pig.
Pepper Pig. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so I think we're on to some of these symptoms here. I don't know because I haven't had a massive relapse since I've been diagnosed. How do you guys know if you're having a relapse? Like, do you know?
I'd say symptoms that, like my rule of thumb is symptoms that last longer than 72 hours are concerning. And if you have a symptom lasting longer than 72 hours, even if it goes away over time, I think it's worth getting an MRI because it can be like a small relapse, even if it's not a major one.
How do you I'm sorry. I don't know about y'all, but when I go to my neurologist, I think we all have the same neurologist, but you talk to someone, you go, I've had the symptoms for 3 days. I would need an MRI. Is it that easy?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it really is.
I think that
And they just get you in like that?
I think in Auckland, we're really lucky because we've got the MS nurses. So something I recommend to like a lot of newly diagnosed patients I talk to is like keep documentation all the time. If you get a symptom, you write it down, you email it to the nurse because that's the difference between you getting an MRI and not sometimes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you start experiencing a symptom that you think is worrying, after 24 hours, maybe write it down, keep a note. 72 hours, definitely send an email. Another symptom comes on, send an email. You might be having a relapse. And then that might mean that you don't have to wait in the emergency department too. That might mean you can just go to neurology day stay, maybe get a steroid infusion, maybe get an MRI, whatever needs to happen. But it makes the process a lot easier. And those guys are really good advocates. And I think like all around the world, a lot of, I know in the UK, a lot of hospitals have MS nurses as well. So they're like people you can contact at local hospitals to just be like, hey, like this is what's happening to me rather than going to an emergency department or something even worse when you're like that. But yeah, my rule of thumb is 72 hours. If anything lasts longer than that, because if it's less than 72 hours, it's a high chance like it's secondary to like that battery draining that we're talking about, right? The battery draining is the primary thing. Secondary to that is all the other physical stuff that comes with it, like optic neuritis, blurry vision, numbness, tingling, like altered sensations or it's called allodynia, but it's like when normal sensations start to feel painful to touch or your
like
skin's
hot
burning.
hand Sam over here?
Yeah, like when you have a fever and your skin hurts?
Yeah.
That's allodynia. So you can get that with MS. I get that a lot on my legs. If you start having stuff like that, but you've done, round the bays yesterday or something, that's pretty normal. That's kind of standard. You're going to get that the next day. But if you still have it 4 days later, like contact your neuro,
Yeah.
I want to one extra little thing I completely agree with everything you just said. The one time my left hand was just sore and achy, more just sort of out of the blue without me having done anything, and I went in to get it checked out. And that was sort of they said I didn't need anything, nothing had happened. It was a good thing that I checked out. But when I lost my vision, I woke up one morning and my eyesight was funny, and I went, "Oh, cool! This is just the morning. It should disappear by tomorrow." The next day, it was worse.
Oh no!
And when I went in, they said, "Oh, you should have come in straight away." So if it is something big, go in straight away.
You know what? Actually, I haven't had any new symptoms in years, but something I have realized, like that's kind of a new symptom for me, is when I'm extremely fatigued or even, like hungover or something like that. My vision, I almost get like, it's almost like a cataract, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll get in the center
like an aura kind of thing.
Yeah, center of my vision, circle like this, and it's like a nuclear cataract too. It's right in the center of my vision. And the thing is, I know too much about cataracts. I've studied them way too much at uni. So when it started happening to me, I was like, I'm jinxing myself. Like I just need to never learn about
You're
how
gaslighting your own. Yeah.
But the thing is, this happens to me when I'm super fatigued, and I'll double check. Like I'll close one eye, close the other eye, close one eye. And I'll just have a dim circle, as if someone's taking like a gray circle and put it over the center of my vision, but it's like cellophane or something, and I can see through it. And that's a symptom that's just popped up for me actually in the last 3 years. I had it a couple of times when I first got diagnosed, pretty bad though. But this is like, it just happens when I'm tired. And out of every symptom I've had, that's probably been the one that has made me feel like I did in the first few years of my diagnosis, where I was like proper scared, like what's happening to me and stuff,
Yeah.
So I'm like that one actually has like put the fear in me a little bit, where I'm like, oh my gosh, what's happening? How long is this going to last?
I don't want to brag here, but that's what my eyes are like all the time. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Welcome to his world. Okay, so this we're running out of time, but we've got to wrap this up. I think we could keep talking for hours. Will you come back, Anu?
Yes, absolutely.
Will you
Please
be part
do.
of
I'm
the
excited
Misfits?
to come back. I will be part of the Misfits.
And you're going to misbehave with us? Because
Yes, I'm
this
gonna
is about
misbehave.
multiple
I feel like we're
sclerosis.
starting a band.
I know.
Oh, we should also
Yeah.
do that.
No, I don't play any instruments.
Oh,
No.
that's
can
good.
sing.
Anu and I do as well.
You can sing.
No, I don't do that either. That's Michael's job.
Why don't you rap?
Yeah.
I play CDs. I could scratch.
Yeah, you should do that.
I'll scratch. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
But no, you just sample your own voice saying that the whole
exactly,
time.
Exactly. Okay. So when we wrap up here, what we want to talk about is let's do this. Anu, it's been a great pleasure having you. You are the hero of Round the Bays for MS Auckland this year. You get the award as the most the best misfit. Okay,
Yeah.
I
You're number one.
honor you. You are the number one misfit this year.
Thank you.
I think just something I want to say as well. I think something you do amazingly, Anu, is you're so good at you know about MS and you spread that information really well with other people, and that is the thing that when people get diagnosed with it, they don't know about it. And the fact that you teach people about it from a scientific way, and it's not emotional, these are the facts, and it's so useful. It makes such a big difference to people. So keep doing that. You're a superstar.
We love you.
10 out of 10. Well done.
Yeah. And I
So
really,
something.
I don't like that I have two medical experts in the room with me because I'm just sitting here going, wait, what?
Yeah, we talk about you behind your back.
I know. That's okay.
In medical terms.
Yes, exactly. She's obese.
We talk about
her BMI. No.
We talk about you posteriorly to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I
On
had
the
no idea.
dorsolateral.
Okay. See, they're doing it again. All right. So with that, we're going to wrap this session up, but you're going to come back and we're going to talk about this again. I don't know what we've got on store for the next episode, but we'll let you know because we're dynamic.
Okay, guys, I've got what I think might be the best top 10 list we've ever done. I know that's huge, but
That is huge.
we are doing the top 10 best numbers ranked.
What?
I've ranked the top 10 best numbers.
I love this.
Okay.
This feels like Sudoku or something. Like we're going to have to figure
It's
this
literally using the same numbers in Sudoku, except for we also use a 10.
out.
So this is better than Sudoku.
Oh, it's even better.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. All right.
All right.
So let's get into it.
All right. Sam, number 10 of the top 10 best numbers.
So number 10 is, well, it's a nice sporty one. It's 10. As in pin bowling and ness, like tennis.
Yeah.
And tennis.
Yep.
Wow.
So number 10 is 10.
That's rough. I hope not.
Oh, then strap in because
Okay.
it's a lot more of that.
Number 9.
Number 9 is 9.
You little shit.
It's quite low
I
down
really
because
hope it doesn't just keep going in chronological order.
number 9 is up there because, it's a fine number, but it's quite whiny. It's
I
like
feel like odd
9.
numbers should be rated higher than even numbers.
You
They
think
have a
odds are
bit of
better than
vibe.
that? Well,
Oh,
hey, we
God.
shall see
Yeah.
how this goes.
All right.
So
Okay.
10 was 10, 9 was 9.
And 8.
So there's this rule in comedy where it's called the rule of 3. So you set up like an expectation. So number 8 is 3.
Oh,
I
that's
broke the
8 minus
expectation.
5.
I also feel like you should have told us that after the fact.
Oh, okay.
True.
Yeah.
Edit that to make it sound funnier, please. That'd be great.
God. All right. Okay. So we've done 10, 9, 8. Number 7.
Number 7 is 4. Boring. What a boring number.
Well, I actually like the number 4 because I always go by the rule: no less than 3, no more than 4.
Nah, 4's a bad number. You're
What?
wrong.
Why?
Useless number. Good for nothing. Use 5. Use 3. They're better numbers.
Well, why'd you rate 3
I have
below
4
that then?
arms.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Why'd
No, I
you
don't
put
have
3
4
below
arms.
4 if it's better than 4?
Because I didn't really think about it.
Mm.
Anyway, 4 is just a bad number. Everyone agrees.
Are you saying it's boring?
Yeah, boring number.
Boring 4.
It's not interesting.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam. Let's get better. The number 6.
Number 6 is 6, and I would have ranked this higher, but
I know why. It's order 66.
number 6 is here, and I would have ranked it higher, but it sounds a bit like sex, and that's a little bit sexy. So I don't want to have it too high up because it would
Because
be
sexy
like,
six?
I
inappropriate.
actually don't rate the number 6. I'm not going to lie. I feel like there's a lot of other numbers you could have put higher at this point. This is a really controversial list so far.
I really love this, though. When I used to play World of Warcraft, I had an add-on that every time I would crit with 666,
Yes.
this add-on would go Satan. Whenever I would damage 666. Anyway. Okay. Number 5.
That was a throwback.
Especially for Em. She's old.
Oh, you have Mark of the Beast now.
You're not even that much older than me. I love it. That's why numbers are so fun.
Okay.
So number 5?
Number 5.
Number 5 is 8 because it's got so many rhymes, heaps of rhymes.
He's predictable.
Kate,
You're actually-
date, freight.
I feel like you're losing friends today. I'm like, this is such a controversial list. I'm like, number 8? At 5?
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Oh, that is, I have to agree with Anu on this one.
I think you guys are just wrong.
Okay. All right. Number 4, bring it home. Boring 4.
Is 7 because it is a useful number. It's the days of the week. It's the deadly sins. It's S Club.
S Club?
S Club 7. You don't know about it because it came out when you were too old.
Oh, fuck off.
S Club 7 are a wonderful band from the 90s. They sing Reach for the Stars.
They were at all the school discos when I was younger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I was actually on the radio when you guys were in high school, so I don't want to hear it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Number 3. Bring it home, Sam.
Number 3 is number 5. I had to rank it really high up because of the high 5. It's got to be high. It's the high 5.
And we have 5 fingers, 5. Well, most of us do anyway.
Yeah.
And some of us can count them. I don't know. 5s are good.
I think it just makes
Multiples.
sense to have 5 at number 3.
I feel like you are just trying to be contrarian at this point. I
No,
feel
I'm
like
not.
number 7 should be there, at least.
Okay.
Number 7 is useful, don't get me wrong, but I think 5 is much more
Anu,
useful number.
you're new to this. He does this all the time.
Yeah.
Every episode. Okay. We're getting close. Number 2.
Number 2 is 2.
Oh.
Which makes sense because 2s are great because it's like a pair, it's a couple. You put 2 2s together,
You get a 2-2.
you get a ballet dress. Yeah, it's great. Great number, very useful. It's almost the best number. Well done, 2.
Uh-oh. Guess where we're going here now. Anu, do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, what's number 1?
Number 1, the number 1 best number is... It's pi, because it's never ending, and it makes me think of delicious pies, which is a plus in my book. Well done, pi. You are the best number.
Okay. All right. That was the best one. You definitely hit the best one.
Yeah.
But we didn't get like 0, infinity,
Yeah, like if
nothing.
you're going to do
Yeah.
round numbers, that's like a lot of things included in that.
Yeah. This was the top 10 of all numbers ranked. It was a hard job. It took me ages to get it down to those 10 numbers.
What
So
about
you had
negative?
all
Infinity
numbers.
numbers.
So from all numbers, you chose one. You chose 2 to 10 and pi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's a really small list.
Yeah, well, hey,
You
they're the
could've
most
chose
useful numbers, I
really
think.
good numbers.
1 is lonely and boring. It didn't
Okay.
even get the top 100.
Okay. So pi is our number 1 number of the top 10.
Pi takes the cake.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff we have you around for.
That
That's what-
is the episode name, girl. You got it.
Pie takes the
cake, and nobody will see it coming.
They'll never
Maybe
know.
spell pi with the E, just so that we...
Ooh.
E's another good number. Oh, my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
see? I
We've
know.
got
So
much
now
good
we're
maths
doing
to talk.
figurative stuff too.
Yeah.
I
what
love
about,
math.
What about
so
taking
I'm
your
like,
calculator and putting it upside down and it's boobs?
I felt like I had a feeling you were going to say that. Like I just knew.
You just seem like that kind of person.
Really?
You said calculator, and I was like, I kind of thought you were going to say upside down. I was like, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Okay. I might double or combine your age, but I'm still freaking cool. So whatever you gaslight me,
Oh.
it doesn't matter.
Em, you do not need to worry about this. You are infinity times cooler than me, and I'm really happy
That
for you.
number wasn't on the list, though.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
it's not that useful.
All right. Okay.
Hard to imagine.
There you go, folks.
That is our top 10 list. Those are the top 10 numbers ranked and non-controversially as well. Everyone agreed that pi is the best. Well, that is the end of our episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for misbehaving with us. Thank you so much to Anu, my superhero. And Emily, my other superhero.
Woo, you're our superhero.
And myself, your superhero.
Exactly. I knew that was coming.
Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time on Misbehaving. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.